Okay, hello there. I will attempt to do this game from task 3, okay, from specimen paper 3. This game is about the car touching the sun and it will be charged. Okay, so it's like solar power when you power up a machine. So the car becomes bigger when it is charged and the sun will disappear one by one. Okay, so let me try to do this game. So you have to open Scratch 2.0 and delete away the cats, upload the files. Okay, so you need the car and you need the sun. Okay, these two. But because there are 3 suns, you need to duplicate the sun. Okay, and I'll name this sun number 1. Okay. Okay, so let's start by looking at the question. So open a new game file, choose the field as the backdrop, use the files car and sun, add a car and 3 suns. So I'm going to choose the backdrop. Okay, so stage, open, field. Okay, so it's a green color backdrop and done. Okay, so you have to save your work, my car game underscore your name underscore center number will be S1566. Don't forget the letter S. Okay, underscore your exam index number. Okay, you are to create a game where the electric car tries to charge by touching one of each of the 3 suns. The car increases in size every time it touches it. Okay, the rules are when the game starts, the car appears at the bottom left at 50% of its size. Okay, so I'll go to the car. Okay, and I'll go to the scripts, go to events. When green flag is clicked, I will appear at the bottom left at 50% of the size. So go to, okay, so first of all I will change to I will confirm the size first. It's easier to confirm the size first. So it's 50%, double click this. Okay, so this is the confirm size. Then move this car to the bottom left. Once you know it's going to be here without touching the edges of the screen, you can go to motion, go to, okay, once you have placed your sprite at the correct location, these numbers update themselves, so it is perfectly fine to use it straight away. Okay, so this is the advantage of putting the sprite where you want it to appear. Okay, so this is that much I can do so far for the car. So for the sun number 1, okay, we will also ask the sun to, when green flag is clicked, you go to a random position. So motion, go to random position. For now, I will just use this. Okay, that should earn me the marks. Okay, and I'm just going to do for one sun first. Later on, I'll copy to the next sun. Okay, next, during the game, the car is moved up, down, left, right using the arrow keys. Okay, so let's do this for the car. Okay, I'm going to reduce the size of the screen. And okay, so for the car, there's the control, events. When up button is clicked, then I will change the Y by 10. Okay, duplicate this. When down button is clicked, then change Y by -10. Next would be when left button is clicked, then I will change X by -10. So moving towards the left will make it -10. and duplicate this. When the right button is clicked, then we'll change X by positive 10. Okay, so this is the up, down, left, right. Okay, so you can try out, and I tried the arrows and it works. Okay, so the car is moving exactly the way I want it to be. Okay, so next, every now and then please save your work. Okay, so when the car touches the sun, the car increases in size by 10%. So when the car touches the sun, so this must be checked every second. Okay, so every time must check, so not just every second, all the time. So you go to control forever. This is the main codes. Okay, this codes over here is for the movement. Okay, go to the main codes and add forever. Forever, check that if it's touching the sun. But right now I wonder if I have to repeat for 3 times. Okay, so if let's say if I'm gonna do this one time, then duplicate another time. Okay, so might as well I don't have these codes over here. Instead, I go to sun number 1 and make the sun always check if it's touching the car, and there's only one car. Okay, so forever, if touching, so if touching the car, there's only one car. Okay, then the car will increase in size by 10%. Okay, so and this sun will disappear. So I can only do this one now. The sun disappear, the car increase in size by 10%. Okay, we can do this later by using a broadcast. Okay, so the sun will disappear. So motion looks height. Okay, we can broadcast. So broadcast under events, broadcast message 1, and this message it is to increase car by 10%. Okay, so this is the message. So go to the car. Okay, when I receive increased car by 10%, then the car really increased by 10%. Okay, so this is under looks, the size changed by 10. Okay, not set size. Set size is going to be permanent. Okay, so increase size by 10. Okay, next. So I'm done over here as well. So these two I'm done. Okay. The game finishes when the 2 conditions are met. One is the car touches an edge. Okay, so go to car forever, check if it meets this condition. If touching edge, sensing, touch edge. Okay, if touch edge, then the bang sound will be played. So okay, we have to remove the pop sound and okay, insert the bang sound, and now I have to go to sound, play sound bang until done. Okay, alright, so they say that the remaining sounds will disappear. So whichever sound is not yet touched, no choice, they must still disappear. Why? Because the car has already touched the edge. Okay, sometimes maybe the car has touched a sun and gotten bigger, but after that it touched the edge, so the rest of the suns must still disappear. So you can do a broadcast. Okay, this message would be to hide suns. Okay, so we just stop here for the car. We go to the sun 1. If I receive hide sun, then I have to hide. Okay, this should be balanced with a show at the beginning before forever, or else you'll never ever see the sun again. Okay, so go back to the car. We left off at this broadcast hide sun, and it says that, okay, this is done. It says that the text game over must be displayed for 2 seconds. Okay, you can create a new sprite which is game over. Okay, that which you need to do a few things to the script. You must make sure it is hidden at the start. Okay, then when you broadcast hide sun and the text game over disappears, so you may want to have a broadcast new message is called game over. So when this text receive the broadcast called game over, it will be shown. Okay, if you want to create a new backdrop that is game over, you can also do that. If you know that the car is still available, is still displayed, then you want the car to say game over. Okay, same game over for 2 seconds. You can also do that. Okay, depending on your comfort level and your interpretation of the question. Okay, so some questions may be more obvious and you know exactly that the game over word must be said by the sprite. Okay, then please use say. Okay, if you feel that after reading the question it seems like anything will do, then you go by what you can program, what you can code. Okay, so the car has to disappear after broadcast game over, so you have to make it hide. Okay, make sure it was balanced off with a show at the beginning before the forever. Okay, let me reduce the size of the codes. Okay, so we are now left with this part. The game will end if the sun touches the last sun. So how do we know whether it is the last sun? The only way now, I think, would be to create a variable called count. Okay, there are 3 suns. So if the count is 3, then we know the last sun has been counted. Okay, has been touched by the car. Okay, so we are going to create a variable called count. Okay, we are going to hide this variable. Don't show it on the screen because it will work remotely. Okay, so we have to set count to 0 from the start. So we are at the car codes, so we can put it anywhere. I'll just put it here. Okay, set count to 0 whenever a sun touches. So now I'm at sun 1. Whenever the sun touches the car, it has to change count by 1. Okay, so I'm going to put it here. Okay, this is the one more thing that the question paper doesn't tell us explicitly to do it, but we need to think of a strategy how to make sure we know it's the third sun. So that is why we have this code, change count by 1. Okay, so I'm going back to the car codes. Okay, so there will be one more if for this situation. If, so stack up all the if, it will still be inside the forever loop. So if operators, the counting equals to 3 because there are 3 suns, then the chir sound is played. Okay, so the chir sound is played and the text fully charged is displayed for 2 seconds. Okay, so the sound cannot be bang only, so there will be one more which is the chir sound is played. Okay, so go to sound, go to the codes and play sound chir until done, and the text is played. So let's say I'm rushing and I got no time to make another text. So if you feel that the car will still be there, quickly go to looks, let the car say fully charged, okay, for 2 seconds, and and end this game. So go to control, stop all. Okay, so I want to now remind all that you have to play your game to check for any bugs. Okay, try to improve it. But if you really feel that you are running out of time and you have not done other tasks, okay, so please see what you can do best for this time. Okay, so whether to improve or not, you can spend a few minutes. If you cannot, then just submit accordingly. You will still get many marks by now. Okay, so now if you wish to continue watching, okay, I will now test out my game. Before that, I remember I have a few things to do. I have to copy these codes to sum number 2 and sum number 3, as well as this. Okay, so okay, check through sum number 2. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, same thing. Okay, so now also I noticed something. I don't have a stop all here. I think it's best to put a stop all because the game has ended. And not just that, I discovered that the game over must be set for 2 seconds. So I think I better put the wait 2 seconds here. Okay, display at least for 2 seconds before the car hides away. Okay, whatever it is really your interpretation at the during the exam time. Okay, so hopefully the amount of revision you have done is sufficient to tide you through this exam tomorrow. Okay, so let me now continue to check my work. Play. Okay, what has just happened? Okay, when I play, the car immediately hit the edge. So I'm going to not put the car so much to the edge. Okay, they did not specify how much to the edge, but no matter what, you are in charge to check. Okay, you must take the ownership to check. So I'm going to put it further away like this, and now I'm going to collect the x and y values. Okay, let's try again. Play. Okay, now only one sun is displayed. Suddenly 3 suns are displayed, 2 sun. Okay, so let's just assume that if I can see 3 suns, my game should work. Okay, so I'm going to go up and touch this. The car became bigger and the sun disappeared. Again, the car became bigger and the sun disappeared. And finally, if I were to touch the third sun, okay, what will happen is it should be the words fully charged should display for 2 seconds and the game ends. Okay, not forgetting the cheer sound. Okay, fully charged. Does the car hide? No, it's not said. It's not stated in the question paper. Okay, so I'm going to play again. Now 3 suns available, so I guess that it will still work. So I will touch 1 sun and check that if I go to the edge, the game ends and the sound bank will be played and all the suns will disappear. Okay, and the word game over is displayed for 2 seconds. Okay, so if the game over does not display for 2 seconds, this is what you can do. Okay, you can go to the word, the text game over, show for 2 seconds and hide after 2 seconds. So 2 seconds and hide. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, so start and immediately go to the edge to test. The sun should disappear, the game over should also disappear, and the car should also disappear. Yes, according to the question paper. I can show you all the codes again. So this is the codes for the car. You can pause the video here. I make use of a lot of broadcasts. Okay, and I make use of a variable. Okay, sun. So basically sun 1, 2 and 3 have the same codes. They are to appear at random positions. So if it's different position, I will have different code for the location. Okay, and this is for the text. Okay, so with that, all the best for paper 3 tomorrow. Take care. See you.